Greetings. You're listening to Rebels Remembered, featuring Caitlin DeFord and Kelsey DeFord.
Greetings, travelers from across the galaxy. I am Caitlin.
I am Kelsey.
This is Rebels Remembered, and this week we are looking at Season 4, Episode 12, Wolves and a Door. Wolves and a Door originally aired on February 26th, 2018. Synopsis reads, Ezra takes the Ghost Crew back to the Jedi Temple on Loth, where they find out that the Empire has a dastardly plan for the powerful secrets it holds. This was written and directed by Dave Filoni. We haven't seen him in here for a little bit. And also directed by Bosco. Some trivia for this episode. When exploring the connection between the Loth Wolves and the Loth Cats, the film Princess... I know this film. I've never seen it, but I can never pronounce it. Princess Mononoke was cited as a source of inspiration, particularly the connection between Kodama and wolves seen there. So even the way they walk, I don't know if you've seen images of that movie. Mm-hmm. The way the wolves walk in that, they have even the ethereal kind of circles going on.
Yeah, I've never seen that film. So.
The voices heard in the hypertonal journey include clips from Season 1 episodes Spark of Rebellion, Path of the Jedi, Vision of Hope, and Fire Across the Galaxy, and Season 2 Siege of Lothal. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. The recording of Thrawn that Chopper plays to distract the biker scouts is from Season 3's finale 0 Hour, which I thought that was interesting that Chopper saves the recordings, I guess?
Does he record everything? It's interesting if he does.
Yeah. Guest starring in this episode as Hayden is Malcolm McDowell from A Clockwork Orange, Halloween, Star Trek Generations, and Ian McDiarmid reprising his role as Emperor Palpatine, which that's one of the most shocking things in this episode for me, but also it's not Sam Witwer, who has voiced him previously.
Right. That was very chilling. I had forgotten about that until it clicked in my head when Sabine and Ezra were listening, and I was like, oh, I forgot this is where they hear the big dog talking. Like, yeah, very creepy.
I've only seen this episode. This makes the second time I've seen it, actually. And I don't remember most of it, but I do remember watching that part. When his voice came in, I looked at my dad, who's original Star Wars OG fan, and we both recognized it, Ian McDiarmid. Like, we both knew who it was, and it was just like, oh, the big top dog is here. Yeah. Okay, this is very serious.
What would you rate this episode out of 10?
Oh gosh, what do you have rated as?
It's not my favorite. It sort of sets up the next one. I have a 5.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's being generous, because it's very an intermission. Very much, I think, an intermission.
I was going to say 4.
Yeah.
Because I think we said before, like in Season 4 in particular, the episodes are very much arcing, like overall arc, very lead into each other, but you're right. To me, this one leads into the next one.
Yeah.
And not a lot really happens in this one, other than scouting the temple, trying to figure out how to open the temple. Sabine gets caught, and then Ezra jumps in the temple. I mean, there's not much other than...
Wolf Wolves transport them across the planet. And we've seen that before. Maybe not in this way, with the tunnel and the voices and everything. But, I gave it a 5. That being said, trying to liven up this episode, our episode activity is opening the door to TV tropes. So if you ever want to have a laugh, I know we've talked about Reddit, TV tropes is very funny. Like, there are certain tropes that media will follow, and it pretty much has any show or comic book that you could think of. So I've got some TV tropes here. I'm basically either going to fill in the blank, or answer the questions about a specific trope. So the first trope that I have listed is called arbitrary skepticism. This says, Ezra says the wolves don't talk, but one person doesn't understand this. What reason? Who are they, and what reason do they give?
It's Zeb that doesn't understand the wolves. Like, he thinks that they all can talk. And Ezra's like, that... Apparently only the white one talks to Ezra. I don't know. That was already stupid. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm kind of with Zev on that one. I don't know why he... What was the second part of the question?
Because the other part of that trope is arbitrary, so that meaning that Zev doesn't buy it given the other strange, inexplicable things that these wolves can do, but they can't talk. It's kind of, that's where the skeptical part comes in.
And he was there when they transported them through the tunnels. Mm-hmm. But now he's like, I don't really believe they can talk.
Oh, it's kind of weird that they don't talk, because they can have all this power and go across planets, but they can't talk? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Zev, you need to...
Fair question, though.
I mean, this is the guy that also said when things get weird, it means it's good.
Good, yeah.
So, you just need to... Yeah, that is weird how he... Yeah, that's weird.
Alright, this trope is called callback, so calling back to something previously. I think we've even used that. At the end of Shroud of Darkness, so this is, I believe, in season 2, Vader notes that Sidious would be very pleased. Why?
Oh, okay, so... The way this episode goes, it makes you wonder if he would be pleased that this is the temple that has the secrets he needs. Or has the power that he wants.
Yes, so it says... he's very pleased the Inquisitors found the temple. We see why. So this is I don't know why it's this specific one that that Sidious is so interested in, but that's why. The Loth wolves is also a callback. The Loth wolves fold space, which was very weird, seeing them literally go almost underground or into the
bizarre.
planet.
Yeah.
They literally fold space to take the group to the temple. Similar to how they moved across the planet back in which episode?
Kindred, the one I was just talking about.
Kindred is the name, yeah. I wouldn't have got that. I'm not good with episode names. Okay. Callback, again. The image that opens the temple door is of who? These are collectively referred to as the Mortis gods, but there's 3 of them. What are their names?
Son, father, and daughter.
Yes, that's correct.
I just pulled that out of my...
What?
I've never seen Clone Wars, so apparently I must have seen that somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, funny background moment. I'm going to have to go back and watch to see this, because I don't really recall. You might. It says, Chopper is trying to blank and failing.
I don't remember. Is he trying to get on top of the wolf so that he could ride him?
He's actually trying to get away from the wolves. He's trying to scoot them away before they pick him up.
Oh, that's... Oh, okay. I need to go back and watch that.
Which I'm like, it's very much Chopper. He would not be, like you said, gung-ho to get on top of a wolf. He'd be like, get away from me. I don't want,
Apparently in my brain he was, because that's what I thought he was doing, but apparently not.
Okay, another question. A different trope. How is this trope, goggles do nothing, finally subverted after 4 seasons?
I'm glad you mentioned this. Hera finally puts on those goggles when she's riding the wolves.
Yes.
Or riding the wolf that she's on.
So there is a TV trope called goggles do nothing. Usually for characters like Hera, they wear them, but they don't seem to be using them. It just seems to be a accessory of some kind. Okay. Shout out. The musical score takes inspiration from this film when arriving at the Jedi Temple evacuation site and when the door is activated.
Oh, the music there was really good. But you're right. It reminds me of something, but I don't know.
I wouldn't have gotten it because I've only seen this film maybe one time. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really?
Yeah. According to TV tropes. Now I don't know how true that is.
There's an ethereal music in Raiders.
I haven't seen Raiders. Don't kill me, internet. I've only seen Raiders maybe one time and I didn't like it. So.
I mean, it's John Williams, too, so maybe it's in there somewhere.
You think, maybe John just pulls the same music? This'll work. I've used this before.
I've used this before. We'll just reuse it again.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder what's when they found the Ark. I just thought about that.
You're probably right. When they find the Ark and their faces get melted. That might be.
Before they open it, yeah.
Alrighty. This trope is called summoning magic or summon magic. After the last episode, Ezra has now learned how to blank.
communicate with the Loth wolves.
Mm-hmm. Ezra has now learned to ask the wolves for help and summon them. He tells the ghost crew he has a way to get to the temple and summons 4 wolves, the animals suddenly appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah, he does do that. Yeah.
So, again, going back to this, I don't want to use the word, but connection, again, that Ezra has to, we've seen before, to not just Loth wolves, but Loth cats, Frying Ox, like, and the Purgle. He has like, an innate ability to connect with living things. I don't know where that comes from. I mean, obviously being a Jedi, but he seems definitely to be more in tune with it than most other, like, even Kanan. Like, Kanan didn't have that ability, but I don't know, I feel like Ezra had a little bit more of that.
More strength in that. Yeah.
Okay, this one is called Wham Line. The crew listens in on the incoming Imperial transmission from Coruscant, and it's none other than blank.
It's the Emperor.
It's none other than Dark Sidious / Emperor Palpatine, the big bad of the entire franchise, himself on the line. Also, a meta example. In Palpatine's first appearance in the series, he was voiced by
Sam Witwer.
He is now voiced by
Ian McDiarmid.
Okay. Yeah, so kind of went back to the trivia there.
I'm just going to piggyback off the Emperor, because it is one of the most, I think, important moments in this episode where we do see just how threatened this temple is. I mean, we've kind of talked about it when even Kanan said it. There's something else going on here more sinister.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get more sinister than the Emperor won the temple, you know. But speaking of, you said wham line. The other one I think was a wham line was that he actually mentioned Kanan's name.
Yes.
And he actually mentioned his sacrifice and how it kind of disrupted things on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was also kind of cool to hear Ian McDiarmid, like an OG actor, to say Kanan Jarrus's name, but also, yeah, I think it was another example of letting the audience know, hey, his death meant something. His death meant something, you know.
I mean, the head honcho was saying his name. I mean, yeah, that's... Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I do wonder, like... Because I have issues with the next episode and this episode, I don't really understand the Emperor's motives.
Yeah.
After the events of the next one.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it seems like because of what happened to the TIE factory, because of Kanan dying... It sounded like he didn't really care much for Lothal. He was only there for this temple, and I'm sorry, but once that was, you know, maybe not a possibility to use at the temple anymore, why were the Empire still hanging around? Yeah. That's sort of one of my big caveats of... I mean, the only one I can think of is Thrawn. Thrawn's still trying to make sense of, or trying to justify the Imperial existence on the planet.
Yeah.
Because I know the Emperor comes back. I just don't really remember, why didn't he just give up? You know, after the next one, why didn't he just like, well, they destroyed my TIE Defender factory, and I kind of don't have access to the temple anymore. Why are we here? That would go through my mind as Emperor.
I mean, this is the internet, but this is just my personal opinion. I started getting confused on this temple. Because, like, I told you, I'm like, is this the same temple we've seen previously in Season 1 and then Season 2, Shroud of Darkness, when Vader finds it? Because I don't remember this giant wall surrounding it.
Like, I don't remember.
Rock.
Yeah.
But now I don't know if, like, if how is it the same temple if there's this big wall around it? But did the Empire build a wall around it?
Like a man-made structure around it?
But it didn't look man-made. It looked like rock.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit confused on that, but piggyback on what I was going to say here. This is just my opinion, internet. Sorry, you can hate me. I did not like this thing with the Emperor wanting this temple. I'm sorry. It fell flat to me.
Which is one of my questions. Hot take here, guys. Sorry, I got to move my mic out of the way so I can read it. What about this temple helps slow people with all later?
Well...
Why? I'm not a Jedi, and I understand they were trying to say, well, it's honoring Kanan. We had that sweet little moment with Hera and Kanan, like, being there but not being there. And I get it, but at the same time, like, there's other things. Maybe I'm siding with Ryder more. Like, there are other things going on here that shouldn't include this. Like,
well, I think again, like Kanan, like you said, he's gone. His presence is definitely still felt by our crew, and he's definitely still missed. So I do think this whole mission was about honoring him. But once you know what this temple can do and how powerful it can be, it makes sense why they would want to stop that from happening. But
yes.
Big but it doesn't. I'm sorry. What I'm not going to spoil it for y'all for the next episode, but it doesn't. It still doesn't make sense what this temple can do to me. It just doesn't. I'm sorry.
No.
Like.
Mm-mm. Okay, so that makes sense. Like, because of what it can do, they should stop. They should have stopped the Emperor. But my issues are with what it can do.
Yeah.
Should not be able to do that.
Yeah.
At all. Period. Point blank. Done. Should not be able to use this temple for that purpose. I'm sorry. That's my...
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think, once they hear the Emperor... Because at this moment, our ghost crew doesn't know what's in this temple.
True.
So when they hear the Emperor, they're like, it must be something big if he wants it. Mm-hmm. And Hera's like, no, y'all, we need to back off. And they're like, no.
Yep.
If he wants it, this is important. So not only is it important to Kanan, but something's in here that he's wanting that's important. Now, what that thing is, I'm sorry... Makes no sense. I'm sorry. Like...
No, I'm kind of on the board with you. I did like how you got to see, again, Hera very concerned. Mm-hmm. And even Zeb says, well, they'll be okay. And she's like, yeah, I used to think that. That was very much like, oof. Yeah, you used to think that they would be okay, but once Kanan died, it's very much like, I gotta hold on to you. We gotta protect you. Because you just never know. I did like that little moment, but yeah, what this temple can do, it's a bunch of crock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this temple is... It's trippy stuff.
Trippy stuff. It's like reading old school Dr. Fate or Doctor Strange. You're like, whoa, what is this? Whoa.
So I liked how, I think I talked to you about this off pod. Kanan, before he goes, one of the last things he tells Ezra is, you're a good listener. It served you here and it'll serve you again. It serves him here to open the temple because he says, I have to listen to the stone and its story. He kind of remembers what Kanan told him when he first went to the temple. Mm-hmm. So that concept of listening, I thought, he'll call back here. But also it's going to play even further, I think, as we continue with Ezra's journey till the end of the show. So,
yeah.
I just said end of the show. That's really sad. I used to say end of the season, but now I have to say end of the show.
Yeah, end of the series, and we don't have long until we're done with the rewatch. But the music was very interesting.
The music was gorgeous. Even the ending music was gorgeous. Even with the wolves howling at the end, that was kind of chilly.
Yeah.
But also the music when they're riding on the wolves too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool sequence in general too. Yeah.
Let's see, what else do I have here? I also liked how Sabine was kind of there with Ezra because she shows like her skills in art.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you should touch this part of the stone because she said the lines are closer together. Something, I don't know. And I like how she says it's art. Everything has a meaning. Which so many Star Wars fans, I think that encapsulates. Like, there's so many fans out there like, oh, this means something. Like, guys, it might mean nothing. I'm like, no, it means something. Like, that's what I thought my brain went to when she said that.
Yeah. Also, again, we have the rando 2 troopers that are just happen to be there. And I think they're both male and female.
Yep.
Which is interesting that Ezra and Sabine take that armor away, and put it on. But